everyone, my name is Devin Doppel. I'm a licensed massage therapist and certified personal trainer, and I'm here to share with you today a few hip mobilization movements. So these are great for folks that have typically tight hips. They're great if you're about to go for a run, and they're excellent if you sit for extended periods during the day. Unfortunately, the hips end up taking a huge toll when you are sitting and working diligently at your desk. So let's get started, and I'll show you a couple of these great hip mobilization movements. So we'll start with the front to back. So you want to find a wall. This is for balance. You can do it away from the wall if you have better balance, but it's nice to start here so you don't have to worry about that. And you're just going to swing the leg forward and back. So just like a pendulum. So I'm not really flinging it forward and back. I'm just kind of letting the momentum of my leg carry the leg through this motion. I'm also being really careful not to extend my back with this movement and use my upper body to drive the movement. So the movement is purely through the hip. My upper body's quiet, and I have my belly button engaged, and I'm just gently sort of swinging that leg. So you should feel a nice stretch through here. You're going to use the glute at this point, hip at this point, so glute, hip, So it's being driven by the muscles, but also a little bit by sort of the elastic nature of the muscle and the momentum. So this is the forward and back. This is great for tight hip flexors and activating the glute. The next one we're going to do is a sweeping front to back. Now normally you would be facing the wall to do this, so you had a little bit of extra balance and support. But for demonstration purposes, I will face you. So if you have very good balance, then you can try it this way. Otherwise, hand up against the wall. Make sure you leave enough space for the leg, and you're just going to sweep that leg forward and back. So it's kind of hard to see with this one, but what I'm doing is I'm pushing with my heel. So I'm pushing out, so I want to make sure the toe doesn't rotate out with this one. I want to kind of keep my toe turned in, and I'm pushing with that heel. And again, we're using a little bit of momentum and a little bit of muscle. And I'm keeping my upper body nice and quiet, and you may start to feel a little bit of a burn on the outside of the hips. These are called the hip abductors. So this motion is abduction, and this is adduction, but we're really sort of challenging these muscles in the standing leg as well as the moving leg. So you're just going to do this a few times until you feel it nice and toasty in here. And then the other variation that's pretty great is a diagonal across. So you're going to go sort of across the front and then out to the back. So the leg's going to go up, sort of like kicking a soccer ball. It's been a long time since I've done that, but I'm pretty sure you do it with the inside of the foot. So along those lines. And you're going to swing that forward and back. And forward and back. And again, using the abdominal muscles to keep your trunk nice and stable. So you can do other things too here. You can do circles, opposite direction circles, figure eights, a little more complicated. You can spell your name if you want. Whatever makes sense to you. You can spell you can write out your favorite quote, whatever is interesting for you. It's just all in the name of just getting this hip to move. And of course, you can do the same on the opposite hip. So I hope this was helpful and maybe brought a little bit more energy and movement to your hip. Maybe makes those hip joints feel a little bit better. Joints always benefit from nice, safe, supportive movement. And I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. So thank you very much for joining me.